This is Jeff Rorhs. I am here with Steve Yastrow, the author of Brand Harmony and We, the Ideal Customer Relationship. Steve's just addressed our Agency Partner Summit, and I'd like to thank you for being here, Steve.
Thanks, Jeff. Really enjoyed being here.
So, as you were talking about We, the Ideal Customer Relationship, you wove it into our Subscribers Rule theme. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that and get your thoughts on this notion of Subscribers Rule.
Great. Thanks a lot. What I loved about the connection there was that so often in marketing, we tend to think of our primary goal as being to find a customer. But as we saw in our workshop today, when you ask people how much of the business they're getting from their current customers, they've barely tapped the potential. And what I love about Subscribers Rule and the topic I was speaking about how to develop relationships with customers, it helps us realize that we've only just begun when we acquire the customer.
Right.
There's so much potential as we build a relationship and really turn it into something that can not only benefit ourselves but benefit the customer.
So where do you think the companies are missing opportunities today? Because we're all inundated with messages. We're all inundated with companies that are trying to have relationships with us. Where do you see the companies really succeeding and actually developing the relationships? What are they actually doing?
Well, I think what really happens is when you think of the concept of brand harmony, which really says that what makes a customer have a passionate, motivating impression of you is not just how great your ads are or how great your emails are, but how well every experience blends together to tell one story. So the companies that are getting it are those that look at it from the customer's perspective and say, okay, we've got these email communications, we've got these other communications, we've got experiences in our stores or in our call centers. How do we make sure that all blends to tell one story? When that happens, you're well on the road to not only cutting through the clutter of the customer's life, but having them form passionate, motivating impressions about you.
Now, your company, Yastrow and Company, does a lot of consulting with marketing departments, with companies ranging from McDonald's to Cold Stone, et cetera. How are marketing departments transforming themselves to be able to do that? Because often they get siloed and it's hard to think from that outside-in perspective.
It's a very, very good question because the deck stacked against them in many ways. First of all, the company looks at marketing as a cost center. It looks at it as traditional marketing communications, when in reality, the customer looks at every interaction with the company as a marketing event. And so one of the challenges the marketing department has is to help the rest of the company see that not only is the rest of the company part of the marketing process, but they need to work from the DNA of the brand that the marketing department creates. And so a lot of the initial selling marketing departments need to do is up. How do they get the CEO and the heads of other departments to recognize that they need to work in concert with each other and with the direction that comes from the marketing department?
So there's really an education piece there for executives before you can really get yourself right as a marketing department.
Oh, it's so true. I like to think of the organization chart not as a pyramid, but as a series of concentric circles. Imagine if we were dropping pebbles in a pond. Okay. And if you've got the senior executives of a company at the center, and they're on the different pages about what the real goal of what the company wants customers to think about them, they're dropping their pebbles at different times, and the waves are going like this as it goes out to the other employees and finally out to the customers. But if you get that top management group all dropping their pebbles in sync, the messages resonate out, and the entire company knows how to be the brand and engage together in creating relationship-building encounters with customers.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I want to thank you for being here at Connections. It was great to see your presentation. I want to encourage everybody to go check out yastrow.com, yes. YASTROW, and we'll throw a link in there as well. And we have to have you finish up with one of these.
All right.
Subscribers Rule.
Subscribers Rule.